Hello, this is Katie O'Regan. I'm here with the Star City Film Festival and featured Friday filmmakers. Today we have a really cool dude. He is one of our returning people, one of our returning Film Festival winners. I think this is his third season. He has a brand new short called Quarantine In.
Thank
He's a
you.
decorated, amazing filmmaker, and this is Russ Emmanuel. Welcome, Russ. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I understand you just got back from Arizona. Is that right?
Yeah. Literally last night I got back from Arizona. I was actually at another film festival called the Chandler International Film Festival.
Oh, cool.
Um yeah, so I took a week trip, um, saw some friends I haven't seen for a while, stayed with my
Mhm.
friend Janine Berryman, who is also part of, Quarantine, Assassin's Apprentice 2, Occupants, pretty much, she's been a very big supporter. So I was staying with
Right.
her and your beautiful cat Finley. So
Aw. Those were the names of Russ's films, just so you who are listening know. Russ has an entire room that is dedicated to all the trophies that he's won at film festivals. There it is. Show it off, Russ. There you go.
uh
Pretty.
yes, thank you for these.
Yay. Two of them from the Star City Film Festival. Rock on.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I really love Russ's work.
There you go.
He's
Have it in place. But yes,
excellent.
thank you for awarding us. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like you have another one coming up with Quarantine, this very eerie short film that you submitted. It's about 14 minutes long. It's about in the middle of a pandemic. Describe quarantine
It's
to
in
the
the
audience.
middle of a pandemic.
Hmm.
And I think we all went through a pandemic.
Hmm.
But this is with a horror twist. Now
Yeah.
I can't say much more because otherwise I'll just give everything away. But
Yeah.
yes, it's
Sure.
basically of a couple named Matt and Kathy.
Yep.
They're separated by continents, and he's stuck in
Hmm.
Europe. And she's at home in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
He cannot get back to her because of the quarantine procedures. If you remember when we went through our own quarantine, countries were locked down. Flights were canceled, and we had to stay in
Hmm.
our own homes, right? So that's exactly what's happening to them. He just
Right.
happened to be in Europe at the time, and he's stuck in a hotel basically. And then there's another two people, Olivia Dabo, who
Hmm.
is from Star Wars and Star Trek, Wonder Years and Conan.
Hmm.
And she is a journalist, and she's asking the hard questions on this TV show
Yeah.
to Professor Edward Bellows, who is kind of like was our Dr. Fauci, if you will. He
Hmm.
was the head of the CDC, if you will. And, he's trying to explain, and he's played by the renowned Sean Kenny, by the way, who was the crippled Captain Pike in the menagerie of the Star Trek original series. So he was there in 1960, I guess was it 7 or 66?
Wow.
That's when the
They're really
original.
great actors. They're
Well,
really
thank
well,
you.
quite the
Yeah, and
resumes they have. Have you just listening to what they've done as actors? You can really tell on screen too.
it was a pleasure to work with Sean and Olivia, and also our newcomers, Jills and Bailey, who I thought were amazing. And we
Hmm.
used breakdown services to find them. Our casting director, Jennifer Durst, wonderful
Okay.
actress herself. She looked through like 2,000 submissions.
Wow.
Because as the director and also I was the head producer, it was very difficult for me to do that myself. So
Yeah.
we hired her to do that. And she whittled it down to like 10 submissions for each actor. And then
Wow.
I, of course, then looked at those submissions.
Hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? This is our Matt and this is our Kathy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was the first thing I noticed. They're very great actors, and because it's a kind of a one camera shoot, and it's a very intimate
Yeah, like this,
film.
what we're
Hmm.
doing. It's
Exactly.
exactly what we're doing. It's like a
Hmm.
Zoom call, and so
Hmm.
basically it's in the style of, breaking the fourth wall,
Right.
looking at you, which
Hmm.
in classical narrative cinema you cannot do.
Right.
Or you're not
and it
supposed
worked. But
to.
it's really kind of a new kind of a um, technique,
Technique?
or more commonly used, I'm going to say, technique, which you can really tell after the pandemic, people got used to seeing one person talk at once and then the other person talk, and it's an interesting way. But I always love your lighting. You do brilliant lighting.
Our director of photography, who is also the writer and the editor, he
Okay,
unfortunately passed away
he
July
did.
2023.
Oh,
So
sorry.
it's in the credits, you'll see there's dedication to him. Emil Harris is his name, but he worked
Uh,
with a wonderful gaffer named
mm,
Jorge Hernandez, and
okay.
especially the Kathy sequence.
Mhm.
I wanted it to be kind of like I guess what's the term, juxtaposition between
Uh-huh.
like light and dark, yin and yang. So Kathy is in at nighttime because it's LA and he's in
Yeah.
Europe, so it's daytime. So night, day. She's in rain. You hear police sirens. It's
Yeah.
very dark, film noirish, if you will.
Hmm.
He, on the other hand, birds, it's in the daytime, everything's all la-di-da. So, it's
Hmm.
kind of we did that on purpose. So the lighting, and the production design and everything, if you look at it, it's complete opposite. And
Yeah.
in the end credits, if you listen during the end credits, just a like 30-second sequence, you will notice that I combined both environments together.
I have to
The
you know
sound of
what?
it.
I confess I did not watch the credits. I watched the whole
Yeah, if you
film.
I apologize.
I'm
If
gonna
you watch
watch
it,
it.
you will see that. Yeah, I did
Hmm.
that on purpose. So
Cool.
then their environments are intertwined.
Well, you're a very thoughtful director and you have a really
I don't
great, great.
know.
What I love
Or
about your work.
maybe it's just how my noggin works. I don't know. But
Hey, speaking of that, how's your heart and mind doing in LA these days? How's it, how are you?
well, it's we had fires here about a month ago.
You think I didn't? The whole
Yeah,
world knows that, Ross.
yeah, we
I
were
I
literally
missed it. I
burning
was,
down.
yeah, literally. Well, the whole world knows that. I'm in Iowa, but as you know, I was there all last year,
I
and
know.
I was gonna be there again, um, the day before the fire started, and I decided not to go.
Well, that's smart because I
No,
don't think you would want to come here doing that. So I live
no,
in a town called Huntington Beach. So
yeah,
it's like not even in LA County. I consider it part of
but
LA, but it's like
it's
right on
not
the cusp
really.
of the
Yeah,
border.
yeah.
It's Orange County.
Hmm.
But so where I was, the fires were maybe a good 30 miles away, right? So,
Right, but that's not very far. Huntington Beach is
no,
just
no.
south. Yeah,
So I have asthma, and during the height of the fires, my
mhm,
asthma was really affected. So, even we were affected, even though,
yeah,
we weren't in any danger per se, from
right,
evacuation. Now, I remember like Olivia, she was evacuated because she lived near a fire zone.
yeah,
And she was telling me that she was evacuated. And I
yeah,
know another friend, his friend's friend, so not my friend, but his friend, their house was burned down.
yeah. Mine.
So
I have
it,
two friends' houses burned down.
well, I'm very sorry
Yeah,
to hear that because
yeah,
that's awful. I mean, it's really, really awful. I mean, right now we actually have rains, which is good,
which
but
is great.
it's
Yeah,
after the fact, right?
yeah,
We literally had a dry spell for maybe a good couple months,
yeah,
no rain whatsoever. And then finally, like starting last week or a week and a half ago, it started to rain. So we just
yeah.
had a major storm last night, actually.
Good.
Hmm.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
It's just remarkable what people are put through, and the resilience of some people is shockingly high, and the resilience of some people is shockingly low. And so, it's a devastating, weird time for everybody that we're going through. It's kind of, it
it's
affects the
interesting.
entire, yeah, it affects the entire nation.
But I think
Everything.
going
Yeah.
through the C word, which we did what, 5 years ago, it
Yes.
may have affected people's perception of, what is devastating, right?
That's
So
right.
I have a feeling like for me, it's kind of like, okay, here's just another thing that's happening,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And well, I guess it could be a pandemic, and supposedly we're over that, knock on wood. But
The
yeah,
coronavirus is
it's
hitting
been
hard.
very
Yeah.
interesting. It's been very, very interesting. I just with the quarantine story, the passing of my filmmaking partner. He was my longtime friend, by the way. So
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
know.
just any
Sorry. Yeah.
passing. It really was very devastating. And, it's kind of bittersweet that the film is done,
Mm,
but he's not here anymore.
yeah. I'm so sorry.
We literally started the project together.
Ugh,
Back at the, beginning of the C word.
yeah.
And yeah, it's very, very bittersweet. So yeah, I just
Mm.
hope wherever he is, I hope he likes the film. I did my best to complete
I'm
it without
sure
him.
he will. It's a beautiful film. It's very poignant. Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Thank you
You
so
do a
much.
fine, fine job, Russ. You're a very soulful filmmaker. I always love your work. And
I appreciate it.
the most wonderful thing is all your films are very different.
Yeah.
They're not, they're very well thought out. The cinematography is phenomenal. The stories are great. You deserve every one of those trophies for sure.
I'm just very grateful that people like you, the others who, watch my films were,
Mhm.
entertained because in the end,
Yep.
I guess we're entertainers, right? And
Mhm. Yep, we are.
I'm my own worst critic when it comes to my films, so it's very
We
hard for
all
me to
are.
win. Yeah, we are.
We all are.
Yes, yes, I understand it. And congratulations to you on your feature, by the way.
Thank
It's
you.
that's very daunting to attempt that. That really is. So I just kudos, my hat's off to you. So
Yeah, I saw that you watched that. You sent me a
yeah,
message.
yeah, I
Thank you.
did. I did.
Give him
And
hell, honey.
I know you were in it and it was very personal.
Mhm.
Talking about that, how's your dog?
She's good. She's here.
She's here.
Lacey.
Hello.
She's fabulous. One of the
Yeah,
stars of our films. Give him hell, honey is the name of my feature for those of you who you can actually it's streaming. It's going to be streaming in a couple of weeks live
nice.
on a couple different streaming services.
Nice.
Finally, it
Congratulations.
took me, I did it and then I redid it. And so it took me an entire year to redo that film. But now I
I
really love it.
I don't doubt it. I understand. I totally understand. Trust me.
The feature, hour and a half. Yeah. No,
It's not that's not waving a magic wand or anything, I don't know what people
no.
think, us as filmmakers. As you know, I've done six feature films, so
Yes.
it's not easy at all.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm working on my next one. It's called Give Me a W. And it's going to be a wonderful story about taking place in Waukon, Iowa, about that revolves around a 1969 Winnebago that I renovated. And
Aw.
yeah, and it
Aw.
tells the story of like the character who I play wants to find out where this Winnebago came from and who was the first owner and why they bought it. And it has
Aw.
a Vietnam vet in it, and of course Lacey, my puppy's in it. We're casting it all locally in Iowa,
Nice.
which
Nice,
is
nice.
really, yeah. So it'll be very authentic, and you'll have to come out for
I know. I
our
know.
film fest.
I
Hey, how's
know.
your
I
foot?
know.
How's your foot? You had surgery on your foot.
I appreciate the US and it is as good as it's going to get.
Okay.
If that's,
Better than it was before? Is
oh
it better?
yes, much. I
Okay.
definitely can walk. I still have bunion issues. I always will unless I have surgery for that. That's what caused the foot issue in the first place is
Right.
the bunion.
Hmm.
So as my foot surgeon said, it's never going to be 100%. I think whenever you have a major injury, you're never going to be 100% healed.
Right.
So it's okay, you have pains here and there, but don't we all, right? So you just live through it.
Look
Just
at your good
no
attitude.
pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain, people. Look at your good attitude. Good for you. Well, we
Thank you.
have to, one must march on even when our feet hurt, right? So
Yeah, you
what we
just
do.
have to keep on. Look, otherwise we could just give up and just say, hey, that's it. I'm done. but I don't want to do that. I don't, I think,
No, we
I
can't do
love
that.
life. As you know, I'm recently married. My husband,
Yes.
he's actually still asleep because he owns restaurants. So
Uh-huh.
he's
And
gets back late, and then he wakes up late. So hopefully I'm not disturbing him.
aw, that's
Um,
so great.
yeah,
Congratulations again.
I love life. My wonderful family, my parents, Charles and Nikemi Emmanuel, my brothers, their families. Yeah, yeah, I love life. I don't want to give up. Yeah, I have issues, but we all have issues, right?
Who
So
doesn't? Right.
let's just
We wouldn't be
be
human if we didn't have issues.
let's just try to be as optimistic as possible.
Yeah, and support each other in what we do. And so
Exactly. Exactly.
that's why I do the Star City Film Festival. And I just love, I love to connect with my like-minded, minded people like you. And it's really, we're a tribe. We people that, we dreamers, we people
Mm,
that go out and do films with no guarantee that
yeah.
we're ever going to recoup our money, or we give other people opportunities and tell stories. And but it's good life's work, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
in
good.
the end, you gave it a try.
Yeah.
You did your best, and
Mhm.
you there are no regrets. There really aren't,
No, no.
yeah, you because you actually tried, and that's something, other people cannot say that. So,
Right.
yeah.
Good, really good point.
Mm.
So we'll make this short and sweet. I'm going to post this on Facebook. We'll put it on YouTube. I'll tag you in on Facebook, and I'll also put your trailer. I'll download your trailer and put it so people can watch. Uh, and then for our film festival, we'll have you back. We're going to do an online and an in-person film festival, kind of a combination of the two this year. And
Well, I've never been to Iowa, so
you should come.
yes, August 2nd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
it's gonna be, we're gonna shoot part of the film, Give Me a W. So part of the film, it takes place during the film festival
oh, that's
of
so
the new
fun.
feature. And then you
I
could
love
be
that.
in it too. You could be, yeah.
Yay, I'm an actor. I'm not an actor.
You
But
you're an
I'll have
actor. Everybody's an actor if you have to
everybody's an
be.
actor.
If you can speak and you can and be honest and real like you're being right now. I mean, that's all you need to
Understood.
be, yeah.
Well, I think I was trying to pronounce your town. Walken?
Wakan. Hmm.
Wakan. I'm gonna mess that up. I am bad with names, and I apologize in advance if I mess it up when we actually
It's
meet.
an Indian name, named
Wakan,
after
Wakan.
John
Okay.
Wakan. Yeah.
Because the emphasis is on the second part. Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Well, we would love to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm going to find spots for our filmmakers. That we have a very intimate little festival, but it's very cool and very personal.
I like
And
that.
yeah, yeah, people get to know each other, and it's really great. Oh, there's Lacey. Lacey in the background. Lacey, she heard a darn car go by. Those darn cars.
Hi,
They'll get
Lacey.
you. Well, it's so much fun to talk to you.
You too. Thank you so
God
much.
bless you. I want you to be safe, happy, and keep doing what you do because you're fantastic. Thanks for sending in your work to the Star City Film Festival.
Oh,
And
you've been so supportive of me. I could hopefully I could return the favor. So thank you.
yes, Russ Emmanuel, amazing filmmaker and general good spirits. We're signing off for the Star City Film Festival, and this is our featured Friday filmmaker today. You
Thank
take
you.
care.
You too. Bye.
Okay, talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.